Are you still stuck thinking that traditional banks are the only safe option? What if tax-savvy digital banks could save your money more and give you way more cooler tools to manage your cash? In the next 20 minutes, we will break down everything you need to know to choose the best bank for your teenage money journey, and it might surprise you. So, first of all, we will understand what are traditional banks. Traditional banks are what you might have thought of when you hear the word bank. These are banks with physical branches where you can walk in, talk to a teller, and do your banking face to face. They offer classic services like savings and checking accounts, loans, credit cards, and financial advice. In the US, you might be familiar with banks like JP Morgan Chase or Wells Fargo, while in the UK, you may be familiar with the Barclays and Lloyds. Pros includes trusted and well-established institutes with personal service and the ability to deposit cash physically. But sometimes they can have higher interest fees, less flexible hours, and slow transaction. Now, we will understand what are digital banks. Digital banks, also known as online or neobanks, operate without physical branches. You manage your money entirely through an app or website. Examples familiar to you might be like Revolt or Monzo or Kind. The biggest perks of digital banks are that they have lower fees, high interest rates on savings, 24/7 access, instant notification, budgeting tools, and fast transactions. They also use tech-forward security features like biometric logins and encryptions. As far as accessibility and convenience are seen, for teens who live in busy or rural areas, digital banks offer convenience. You don't need to visit a branch, everything happens on your phone. Plus, digital banks update their features constantly, meaning better tools for saving, tracking, spending, and even investing. On the other hand, traditional banks still offer convenience through mobile apps, but some older systems may lag behind. Also, the physical presence of traditional banks is helpful if you want to deposit cash, get in-person help, or do complex transactions. Let's see what are the fees and interest rates in both the banking worlds. Digital banks often have fewer fees, no overdraft charges or minimum balance fees, and offer better interest rates. You can usually that means your savings grow faster. On the other hand, traditional banks may charge monthly fees, ATM fees, and sometimes lower interest on savings. But they also often offer a wide range of financial products like mortgage, personal loans, while digital banks might not provide. As far as security and trust are there, both types of bank insure your money. FDIC in the US and FSCS in the UK. Up to certain limits, digital banks use advanced tech like fingerprint or face recognition. Traditional banks have decades of trust and offer in-person customer support, which can be reassuring. However, digital banks invest heavily in cybersecurity, often providing fraud alerts and instant card freeze. What are some financial education tools for teens which are provided by both the banks? Digital banks often have built-in educational features like budgeting goals, spending analytics, and savings challenges. These are great for teens learning money management. While some traditional banks also offer teen accounts with parental controls but might not have as many interactive tools. Which one is better for teens? It really depends on your priorities. If you prefer managing money anytime, want lower fees, and love tech tools, digital banks might be your best. If you value face to face help, need to deposit cash, or plan to use a wide range of financial services soon, traditional banks could be better. Many teens use a combination of both digital banking for daily spending and traditional banking for bigger financial needs. You can choose on your needs. At last, before you choose, think about your money habits and what you need most from a bank. Check if the bank offers teen or student accounts. Look for fees. Ask if it provides educational tools. Whichever you pick, learning to manage your account and money wisely is the most important step. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more teen finance tips. Leave your question or experience with banks in the comments. Thanks for watching and remember, your financial future starts today.